Welcome to the After Show. I'm Allie here with Mr. Lewis, and today we're going to introduce you to the new format and our brand new platform.
So, you have a video blog, basically, that is going to detail some stories that we don't get to talk about on the show. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And part of the reason that we were going to do that is simply because our regular episode of EVTV
has
every
to be
day
a certain amount of time, and it
Right.
cannot go over. So, to give y'all more of what y'all love to hear, it'll be on the website.
So, yeah, this will be a different platform and a different type of show for sure. So, what did we want to talk about today?
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods. So,
Yes.
tell us about, so there's been some sort of deal all online about Tide Pods. Tell us what's happening.
Yes. Okay, well, apparently there's a new Tide Pod challenge where you can just put the Tide Pod in your mouth and I guess see how long you can keep it in there without spitting it up.
I wonder what some teenager was thinking when they decided one night, let's do a Tide Pod challenge. I'm telling you, what's the problem with the Tide Pod challenge?
Well, laundry detergent itself is not something you should drink, but whenever it's put into the little packaging, it's a lot stronger than just pouring it.
So it's a more concentrated formula.
Yes.
And thus being the major issue. It's
Yeah,
basically
and I read online that it was even stronger than like dishwasher detergent. Like even the packs of that.
so it's really bad news.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about
In the first 3 weeks of 2018, at least 86 American teens have gotten sick enough to alert poison control.
Okay, so in your generation, students have come to a point in which they will do all different types of really dumb things
Just to get noticed.
just to get noticed. And social media has given a brand new platform for these types of things.
Yes, and actually, YouTube and Facebook are pulling the videos out of public safety.
So they're pulling the videos off
Concerns, yep.
because it's been such an issue.
And see, it all started on Twitter. It was a meme. Like, they would put the Tide Pods in, like, spaghetti or, like, on a pizza, you know, because it's funny, like, looking. And then people were like, well, what if we actually tried it?
Okay.
So a meme turned into, like, a challenge.
Now you had a piece of information you saw. Read it.
Yes, in one focus group, 8 out of 20 kids said that fame was the most important value to them, beating out things like kindness or success. So really, they just want to get noticed. Yeah.
So that's something in and of itself. Now you said that it was a very concentrated, that the problem with the pods is they're very concentrated. Now, interestingly enough, a few years ago, this debate came up way before the challenge ever happened and took place because they were
Children.
making them so colorful that a lot of children were mistaking them for candy.
Right.
And a lot of kids were like hospitalized. I remember seeing several headlines and several stories where it was really bad news. This is a little bit different because most teens
They're
aren't
purposely doing it.
right. They're not ingesting. They're not trying to swallow it. They're just trying to hold
Like,
it in their mouth to
taste
see how
buds,
long.
Yeah.
But the problem is the little wrap, cellophane wrap that's
It
on
melts.
almost instantly,
Right.
and so you are ingesting some of it, whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
when you're putting it into your mouth for the
I
challenge.
have another piece of knowledge.
Okay.
Laundry pods are full of chemicals called surfactants, which are molecules that can grab a hold of dirt on one end and attract water on the other. So when they're rinsed away, they remove grime. That means they're great at cleaning clothes, but they aren't meant to be inside of your body. Once they're in your mouth, the pod chemicals will start eating away at your tissues. Kids who have eaten the pods have stopped breathing, had seizures, or gone into comas.
Okay, and I also see that it says loss of consciousness, temporary vision loss, chemical burns. In 2015, laundry packets were the third most common cause of unintentional poisoning in children under 5. The ingredients in the pods can also cause seizures, fluid in the lungs, respiratory arrest, coma, or death. That's bad news.
It's like for children, it's like more common, I guess, because you would think, oh, well, they don't mean to, and they have smaller bodies, and it's like, you know.
Okay, so our takeaway for today's show is basically this is a really bad idea. And this is not a way to get fame on the internet. All right, so again, Laundry Pod Challenge, bad idea.
Bad idea.
Stay away from the Laundry Pod Challenge. And that's it for today's episode. But
Yep.
you're going to talk about, we're coming back next week with something on
Music.
the music industry, which is changing. We're not going to tell you about it now because we
Stay
want you
tuned.
to see the episode next week.